Those who quit do not win. Have you ever heard this phrase? Well, prepare yourself for a surprising revelation. Sometimes, quitting is exactly what you need to do to win in life. How many times have you found yourself stuck in situations that made you unhappy just because you were afraid of being labeled a quitter? The truth is, most people live like this in silent despair. But what if true courage lies in knowing when to leave? Now, I'm going to share with you the secret of real winners, the wisdom of saying enough. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how to identify the right moment to leave and how to take the leap towards the life you deserve. Imagine a bird trapped in a golden cage. No matter how beautiful it is, it's still a prison. Similarly, we often trap ourselves in situations, relationships, or jobs that seem comfortable but are actually stifling our potential. True freedom comes when we recognize that we have the power to open the door and fly. Consider Chloe, who worked at a company for 10 years. The pay was good, but she felt stagnant and unhappy. One day, she gathered the courage and quit. Today, she has her own business and finally feels like she's living, not just existing. But Chloe's story is not unique. How many of us have found ourselves stuck in situations that harm us, whether out of fear of the unknown or because we believe we don't deserve something better? The truth is, every moment we spend in a toxic environment is a moment stolen from our happiness and personal growth. Understanding that we have the freedom to leave doesn't mean abandoning everything at the first sign of difficulty. It's about recognizing when a situation no longer contributes to our growth and well-being. It's about honoring our values and aspirations, even when it means leaving behind what is familiar. Think of an area in your life where you feel trapped. What steps could you take today to start freeing yourself? Remember, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. How many times have you said yes when your heart was shouting no? Learning to refuse demands that don't align with your values is like planting the seeds for a purposeful life. Every no to what doesn't serve you is a yes to what truly matters. The power of no is often underestimated in our society. We are conditioned to please, to accept, to conform. But what if I told you that no might be the most liberating word in your vocabulary? When we say no to what doesn't serve us, we make room for the yes that truly matters. It's like clearing a garden of weeds so the flowers can bloom. Every time we refuse something that doesn't align with our values and goals, we are reaffirming our commitment to a full and meaningful life. Having a clear purpose makes it easier to say no. When we know what we want, it becomes simpler to identify what we don't want. It's like having a map on a journey. It's easier to choose the right path when we know the destination. Start small. Practice saying no to smaller things first. Maybe decline an invitation to an event you really don't want to attend, or say no to an extra project at work that would overload your schedule. Notice how you feel afterward. Often, the guilt we fear is replaced by a sense of relief and empowerment. What if your autonomy was the key to true freedom? Now, imagine a tree with deep roots. It doesn't fear the storm because it knows how strong it is. In the same way, when we value our autonomy, we establish clear boundaries that protect us from life's storms. Autonomy doesn't mean isolation. On the contrary, it's the ability to navigate relationships and situations while maintaining our integrity and well-being. It's about being the author of your own story, not a supporting character in someone else's story. In relationships, autonomy means being able to express your needs and desires without fear. At work, it can mean taking initiative and standing up for your ideas. In your personal life, it's the freedom to make choices that reflect your values, even if they are unconventional. Valuing your autonomy also means taking responsibility for our choices and actions. It's easy to blame others or circumstances when things go wrong. But true autonomy comes with the understanding that, even in situations we cannot control, we still have the power to choose our response. Identify an area of your life where you would like more control. What small action can you take today to increase your autonomy in that area? Remember, great changes begin with small steps. The true peace of mind comes when we understand that our happiness doesn't depend on staying or leaving, but on our ability to make that choice. It's like always having a suitcase ready, not because you plan to run away, but because you know you can go if you need to. Emotional independence doesn't mean not having emotions or not caring about others. It's about not letting our emotions or the emotions of others dictate our actions and decisions. It's the ability to feel deeply, yet still maintain clarity of thought. Often we stay stuck in harmful situations because we fear loneliness or uncertainty. But what if I told you the true loneliness is staying where your soul doesn't belong? The real uncertainty is living a life that isn't authentic to you. Developing emotional independence is a process. It starts with self-awareness, understanding your triggers, your thought patterns, your emotional needs. Then comes self-acceptance, embracing who you are with all your imperfections. And finally, self-regulation, the ability to manage your emotions and responses, even in challenging situations. Practice the art of pausing. When you feel emotionally overwhelmed, pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, is this reaction aligned with who I want to be? Does this situation still serve my growth and happiness? Sometimes this moment of reflection is all we need to make choices more aligned with our true self. The journey to emotional independence isn't about never needing anyone. It's about creating an inner core so strong that you can connect deeply with others without losing yourself in the process. Understanding when it's time to leave, valuing our autonomy, saying no with purpose, and cultivating emotional independence. These are the pillars of a full and authentic life. They are not skills we develop overnight, but with practice and patience, we can become masters of our own journey. Every time you honor your boundaries, every time you choose your well-being, every time you have the courage to leave something that no longer serves you, you are taking a step toward your best self. And there is nothing more powerful than a person living in total alignment with their true self. If this video touched you in some way, give it a like and don't keep this reflection to yourself. Share in the comments a situation where you had the courage to leave and how it changed your life. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content that will help you unlock your true potential. Until the next video,